Peace. Good evening, everybody. Fozzie here. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I know a lot of people probably sleep, but to my people who just wanted to come to you tonight and do what I do. I don't know if you've tried this, but this is awesome. This is what helps me get through my night when I'm working. This is awesome. You gotta try this out. It's all natural. It's no chemicals or anything crazy in it. It's energy. It works energy. You gotta try it. But wanted to come to you tonight and speak about legacy, building legacy for your family. Is it something that you've thought about? Is it something that you have been thinking about? Is it something that crosses your mind, or is your mind so engulfed in your daily day that it doesn't even cross your mind? It's something that's really, really seriously important in your life. You know, things happen daily, changes happen daily. You just never know. So it's very important to be able to be aware of definitely wanting to start building legacy for family, and to be able to just improve your lifestyle from where it is that you are now to where it is that you want to be, you know, future-wise, God willing. In order to get to where you want to be, you have to prepare to plan. So are you preparing to plan, or are you just winging it? Or are you just taking care of the present? Everything that you do today is definitely going to reflect the future. So you should be mindful of everything that you do, how you do it, because it's going to reflect in the future, God willing. So make sure that everything that you're doing, something positive towards your future. It's going to help you build legacy for your family, for your future, for your next generation. You have to think about that. That's something to really think about. Like, who knows how things are going to change, you know, future-wise. Do you have things in place in order to do some things to accommodate you and also your family, if you do plan to have one? It's something that's very, very, very important, building legacy. If you haven't started yet, when do you plan to start? When do you plan to start? Today was an awesome day. Today was definitely an awesome day. I did a lot of work from home. I work from home, and I'm very grateful to be able to work from home. It's a blessing, you know. It's a blessing in all kind of ways and aspects, and it's accommodating for my schedule, as far as me working a few hours out of the day, and then the next half is to pick up my children. Being a single mom that I am, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy to be able to plan around and work with my children. You know, it's a lot on a daily basis to be able to function efficiently. You know, so I'm definitely grateful for this opportunity and this business to be able to plan around my children's schedule. It works very, very well. So, you know, I think about it daily. Every time I'm like, wow, look at my children. They're getting so big. And people are like, wow, aren't they just babies like yesterday? Not anymore. They're going to be adolescent and teenagers in no time. What are you working towards their future? What are you doing to build legacy for your children and your children's children? What are you doing? Are you doing something seriously positive to be able to be a positive role model for them, to be able to have them be positive role models for their future and their generation? Or are you just winging it? Are you just playing games? This is life. This is our reality. Something that really needs to be taken seriously, because change happens in a flick of a light switch. Trust and believe. You know, I'm human and I go through my daily challenges and struggles, and you know, I really don't display, you know, things about my life, but I will get vulnerable, but not in this video. But you know, it's real life. You know, it's not, my life is not perfect. You know, my days don't go how I want them to every day, but what I can tell you is that, you know, I deal with them accordingly, and I, you know, go about my day the best as I can. You know, I take days one step at a time. You know, there's just an array of things that I deal with on a daily basis, you know, that I not try to figure out, but just work through, you know. That's why I take my peaceful morning time in the morning. That's why I do my self-development, to be able to just really put things in order and strategize mentally, to be able to really function successfully, you know, as a person, because it's just so much that a person can take as far as putting things in order in a certain perspective, and then also having children and having to deal with that, and, you know, everything that comes with them. You know, it's like you have to throw that stuff in the back of your mind and then, you know, just keep going, you know, to a certain extent. So it's like, you know, things never stop rolling, you know, even when I'm asleep, things are still rolling, you know. So, you know, it's just something that's really serious, and it stays on my mind. Building legacy, building legacy, building legacy. Are you building legacy, or what's happening? You know, somewhere in time and somewhere in your life, you have to ask yourself, am I building legacy? You know, this business is definitely a blessing. I have so many great lifelong friends in this business that I have gained from all walks of life, and I'm just very grateful to be able to, have them and grow that bond with them, and, you know, us just getting to know each other on different levels and each other's lives, and, you know, just helping encourage each other get through things, and you know, just doing a lot of I don't know, it's just a lot, you know. But I'm definitely grateful to be able to be in this business, because it's amazing. It just doesn't help you financially, it just helps you overall as a totally different lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change, basically, you know. It's nothing that's just like a, you know, it's really life-changing, you know. It's really life-changing, and I'm grateful for all, you know, the people that I know, and, you know, all the people that I can help with everything that I do, because, you know, we all go through the same challenges in some kind of shape or form, and it's just a matter of trial and error, you know. Like, I have people ask me, how do I do it? You know, how do I do what I do on a daily basis? And, you know, to keep it, not, you know, it's not 100%, you know, what I say, you know, it's what I do, you know. And you have to realize that if you want to do something, if you want to get someplace in your life, you have to not give the BS more attention than you give your goals and dreams. There's some way or another that you have to sacrifice some things to be able to build solidly and build legacy. So, you know, I've been in this business for 4 years, and when I first started, I didn't have any fears. I wasn't in a good situation at all. And, you know, that discomfort, that depression, that space that I thought that I was nothing, that's what catapulted me to do what I do daily, every single day, even through like times that it was just like, why is this so hard? Like, you know, now I look back, it's just like these times were purposely put into place on me in order for me to bring out who I am today, because you know, I was really quiet back then. I spoke to people, but it was not like how I am today. So, you know, I went through a whole transformation change when I was, you know, married, and through the process of children and being pregnant and just different process of my life. It just taught me a lot. You know, I learned a lot through challenges and struggles of a tremendous to a tremendous extent that some people just don't understand, that even how I like survived, you know. But I'm definitely a survivor, and I really use my hard times to be able to really elevate myself and also other people, because there's plenty of people who went through things that I've been through and plus. And you know, everybody doesn't process situations the same. You know, you may be still wrestling with things mentally in your head, but other people, they may heal and they maybe use that experience to elevate themselves and transform themselves to another level of them. So, you know, people ask me a lot, and I just, you know, I do the best that I can ability-wise to be able to really explain, but I don't know, it's just, it's kind of unexplainable, but it's not kind of unexplainable to a certain extent. But, you know, how I deal with pain, how I deal with struggle, I use it towards goodness. Single mom of 3 kids, babies almost back to back to back. I know I would survive, but it was just some days I would just be like, how did you do that? How did you do that? Only God helped me through my rough patches of my life that were not easy. And how people think my life is not easy, my life is not perfect. I go through struggles daily, but I choose to give positive things more energy than negative things. So that's the difference between, you know, me and other people. And it's a psychological thing. You know, I do a lot of self-development. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of observing. I do a lot of engaging with different types of people, and that's what helps me put a lot of things together mentally, as far as, you know, getting through a healing process and just different things of that nature, because I still go through things. I lost my brother last year to gun violence, you know. That crushed a lot for me in my life. I'm just grateful to the Most High that He gives me an insight on Him daily. You know, I'm able to hear His voice. I'm able to see Him certain times, and you know, it just makes me. It just helps me get through those tough times a little bit easier. You know, I saw my little brother today. You know, I see his face on different people's faces outside, and it's just like, wow. You know, it's cool. What I would do to see him again. But, you know, God knows best, definitely. You know, and it's just different, you know, it's just different things that just different things that I deal with in life. It's really a challenge, but I just continue to keep God first in everything that I do in life, and just encourage myself to keep moving forward with everything that I do in life, and I'm definitely grateful to be able to use my story and my pain to be able to help other people push through theirs, because everybody has a story. Everybody goes through life changes. Everybody goes through struggles and challenges, and it's just people need other people to be able to relate to and encourage. And when you find that connection, it's just like boom, and it just helps you and helps you confirm to yourself that if they went through, like, that's me all the way, and they're making it happen. I definitely can make it happen, so I've spoken to people who've been through certain things that I've been through and worse, and it's just like the bond that people have through certain situations are like priceless. They're like instant connection, because it's what you connect on the level of life. You would never ever think that something like that would happen to you, but you have to realize that life challenges and events of whatever kind of drastic extent that they have been towards, they are there to up who you are, to help your transformation, evolution process, and you to find your purpose. Because that's why we are here. We are here to find our purpose. And once we find purpose, we find so much more out about ourselves. So, me and what I do every day, no, my life is not perfect. What I do, I love to encourage people. I do what I do because it's my purpose. I found it. I'm grateful that I found it through what I do on a daily basis, even though, it looks easy. It's not. I'm here to tell you that no, my life is not easy. My life is not peaches and cream every day. Hey Shonda, thanks for joining. It's not, but I choose to improve my life and self on a daily level. I don't let my past situations, my past events overtake my present and my future, because I know who I was before is not who I am today, and it took a level of struggle, pain to be able to get me here. So I know that the gifts that I'm being blessed with for the present is definitely going to take me far ahead in the future on a positive note. So I don't feel anything towards my past, because it would help me get to where I am today. And I am an amazing person who I am today. I just I watch myself, I hear myself, I listen to myself, I observe the things that I do, and they're like, it's just the choice that I made to do what I do on a daily basis to be who I am today. So, building legacy. It's a part of building legacy, making certain choices to be able to help you build legacy in your life and for your family and for your future. So, when I first started my It Works business, before my It Works business, I was married. Mom of, did I have 2 children? Yeah, I had 2 children, expecting 1. Now I have 3 children. And I was living down south in North Carolina. So what an experience, away from home. My family is in New York. I have family in different places, but mainly in New York. And, I knew a few people here and there, but it was nothing like New York. Totally different, totally. But I wasn't like, oh, this is so foreign. No, I wasn't foreign because I've been, down there before. But anyway, just a different lifestyle, different setting, because when I was here, I didn't have children, But once I got there, I had 2 children back to back, so it was just like 2 years apart. And, I had my jewelry business, which I still run. And definitely that was a big part of my life, along with my children, and doing homeschooling, and just finding different things and ways to, improve my life where I was at, changing from big city to, a more slower pace, quiet pace. It was different. So I had to do things to be able to, get with the routine and groove of things. So, yeah, so that was basically, my life before It Works. I did a lot of homeschooling, doing a lot of my business work, jewelry. That's about it. I didn't do too much community work because I know a few people, but not a lot of people in my area as far as community work goes. So that was mainly what I did. I did a lot of homeschooling. We did a lot of work at home. We went outside. We explored. So it was cool. And I was already on Facebook, so I needed something more. I needed something more. And I grew up with a childhood friend of mine. She grew up on my block in New York. So I saw her posting these before and after pictures, and I was like, whoa, that is interesting. But I never was skeptical. So I said, I'm going to give this a week and I'm going to jump in. So a lot of things, happened throughout that time, all kind of negative events, all kind of things that's just like, with me and my life and stuff. And I did what I had to do, I jumped on the opportunity and got my kit. I think it took me probably like about not too long to get my gear, get my stuff together. But once I got everything together, I jumped right in. Everywhere I went, everybody that I saw, they got a coupon. Yep, they got a coupon. And I kept my appointment book on me. I kept a pen, and I kept a receipt book, and I kept boxes of wraps on me. It doesn't matter where I went. I kept boxes of wraps on me all the time because that's how I bought my children's shoes. That's how I bought lunch. That's how I bought my children's clothes, with Rap Cash. Rap Cash from sharing the amazing body applicator that I saw on Facebook when I first started. This body patch that can shrink you down to an amazing, desirable size that everybody dreams about. Yeah, I kept those on me all the time. So, even when I took my children out, which was not too often because just the kind of state that I was in mentally, I didn't like to be out too much. I always was a homebody. But I knew that this had to work because I had a goal. And in order for me to meet that goal, I had to get out and force myself. So every single day, 7 a.m. I was up. 7 a.m. and got back at 9. What was I doing? Working. In my area, it's not like New York area, so it's not a lot of people. So wherever I went, I found people. I was not scared at all. I did what I had to do to run and grow my business, to meet my goal. So these raps did a lot for me. With my first box of wraps, I got some amazing results in only 45 minutes on my stomach. Let's get back to routine. What I did in my daily routine, I booked 3 to 4 appointments a week, and I made $700 every single month selling wraps only. That's not even counting my commissions. That's only wrap cash. And why I say that is because there's a lot of people in a certain situation that I was in, and there was no second guessing certain things. It was just what had to be done. So, no, I didn't go shopping often because I knew what I was doing. Booking appointments, selling wraps, going to the bank every other day, making a deposit over $50 to be able to reach my goal. And what was my goal? My goal was to get back home. Did I make it happen? Yes, I did make it happen. I made it happen within about 6 months. Maybe even less than that, because of how consistent I was. I would be in Walmart, in the parking lot, blitzing people, talking to people, booking appointments with people, because I was focused. I didn't let anybody or any negative situation deter me from my goal. Every single day I was talking to somebody. Every single day I was booking an appointment to be able to reach my goal. So when you are serious, and it doesn't matter what type of situation you're in, and you're not letting that dictate your life, you will do the things that you need to do in order to reach your goal. You know, it's just certain things that basically your vision is basically fogged from realizing that this is what's going on. You know, I was a shy person, but I was getting out every single day talking to people. Did I care if somebody told me no? No, I didn't. Did I care if somebody told me in front of my face, or somebody on the sideline, that these don't work? No. Until this day, I do the same thing. And I still make rap cash. And people still call me back. And people still call my number when I post it on my flyers, when I post them up. Do I let negativity deter me, or how long it's taking me to get to where I need to get to stop me? No. No, because I believe that this can work. I'm a witness to seeing all kinds of successes, and I see where I came from. You know, I see where I came from. The team that I have now, it's not the team I had before. I didn't have anybody encouraging me. I didn't have anybody telling me good job. I didn't have any of that support at all. I was doing this all alone. I was doing this consistently by myself, knowing that I had to take care of my children, knowing that I had to buy shoes, knowing that I had to buy clothes, knowing that I had to sometimes buy food, and other things, you know. Definitely made sure that I had my gear. Definitely made sure that I had something that said it works on it to wear daily, because this was what I was doing, so I needed to look the part. So basically I made sure I had my t-shirt, and I only had one. I only had one, which was the amazing one that I loved to wear. And that's the one that I wore, every single day. Every single day. Every single day. So, I reached my goal, and June 2015, I got back home. 8 bags, a double stroller, and 3 children on the train. I remember like it was yesterday. In my mind, I was saying, how did I do this? How did I get this done all alone? Determination, focus, determination. It's how I got there. It's how I got there alone. I didn't let the rough patches overtake my vision of making it. I didn't let those times of fear overtake the determination of focus. So it's just really a matter of really seeing the foresight of the vision and keeping the focus even through the times of you wanting to give up. We all go through those times of wanting to give up and think that, the magnitude of the pain, we can't get through. The magnitude of the pain is just too impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It definitely is possible. When you look back and say, what I did, what I went through, what I have overcome was all worth it. So that's a lot of my life in a nutshell. And I just want to, encourage everybody to really evaluate your life. Really evaluate your life on a serious note. Because what you may have went through is not closer to a magnitude of what somebody else may have went through. And moving forward and knowing that everybody's not perfect, everybody's human. Everybody's definitely human, and anything is possible. So it's just a matter of the will. It's just a matter of your will. And when I got back to New York, I hit the ground running the first day I got back to New York. And I've been running ever since. I've been running ever since, so I just want to share that with you all. Building legacy. Building legacy. Past, present, and your future. Are you working towards building legacy? Or what? What are you doing? It's a question you need to ask yourself. Things are happening. They're happening fast. to the magnitude of you blinking your eyes, open and close, things are happening. So you need to figure out, are you building legacy? Are you continuing to lean on security that can get snatched from right under your feet? It's reality. It's reality. And something that can happen so fast. So let's get real, people. Let's get our lives together. Let's stop being skeptical. Let's open up our minds to a different level of growth. And know that we can definitely do anything that we want to do. You know, it's definitely possible. You know, you just have to be able to really have the will, you know, and not let fear win. You have to drown fear. You have to face your fears head on, and you have to make the choice to improve and know that it's going to work right out for you. It's hard, but you got to make the choice. You got to make the choice, and you got to trust God. And that's it. And that's all I just wanted to share with you, a little bit about building legacy and me, you know, because my life is not perfect. I have my own challenges I go through, you know, and it's just what I choose to engage in to help me move forward and grow, you know, in my life. So the more that you focus on good things, the more that you gear your life towards improvement, the more that you'll be able to get in a space where you're growing and gaining success. You know, instead of putting your energy and attention towards things that are BS, things that are not, they don't have any value. You know, you have to really realize what you're doing, you know, who you're surrounding yourself around on a daily basis. Are you know, doing some things to grow, or are you just wasting your time? Are you continuing to engage in things that don't have value? You know, you have the choice to be able to choose a lifestyle that you want to live. So, you know, you can't blame it on anybody. You have full-fledged control and responsibility for that. So I just wanted to share a little bit about building a legacy and also me and my story, and hope that it just helped awaken something in you to understand a little bit more about me and, you know, how I got to where I am today, because it wasn't easy. Being the quiet, shy person I was, it wasn't easy to be able to mentally put things together and strategize and figure things out. And it was a challenge because mentally I wasn't really there, you know. I wasn't advanced like I am today, you know. I was on the reserve side, so I just want to tell everybody thank you that tuned into my live broadcast tonight, and I hope everybody has something to think about and work on and work towards, and know that we all are human and we all go through our hard times, and anything that we do towards our future, so make it a good one. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.